Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Now, this morning is probably going to be a little bit different for me. I have to get everything sort of basically wound up before 11:30 this morning, because at that time my daughter's going to come by with her husband and on their bike, and we're going to go out to Ricky's in Lockport. We've been talking about this for months. And now is the time when it sort of works out for them, but it might not be time for the weather. The weather today is going to be, it's a little iffy. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. So we'll get these pieces painted here and everything, of course. I was checking the manual earlier to find out which way we're actually going to be viewing this. And when we get this piece assembled, we are going to be looking at it from this side like this. So I was wondering, how am I going to hold on to this? Now for this tube, it was fairly easy. I just stuck one of Gabe's swab sticks up the hole there, and it works out really good. But for this thing here, and for the other piece, I thought, even though very little of it apparently we're going to be seeing, like this is the what you might call the motor mount, one of the motor's mounts on here. So I'm thinking, well, I'll just grab it from the back, because in all likelihood we're not going to be able to see that, and that is where the spray is not going to hit, and where if I touch it up with a paintbrush, there's going to be a slight difference there. So that's the way we're going to hold this. This piece here, I think I could probably do it basically the same way. Just sort of grab onto it on the back where I'm not going to see here. And probably, I don't think it matters where, try and get it so it's balanced, I guess. Like that. And this piece is going to mount on here, and we're going to be viewing it the way you're looking at it right now. So I think that's going to work out, all being well. We're going to recompose, of course. I thinned out my paint this morning, 50/50, the 338, and so it should spray really good. I'm going to have to kind of maybe dust it on so that it doesn't run. Take my time, I guess. Might have to give it 2 coats. I said that before, and I very seldom give anything 2 coats. Unless I'm brushing. Then I do. Now, what else was I going to mention? The sunrise is just happening right now. Okay. All right, so, yeah. I don't know if yesterday I forgot to put it in. I had it all ready to go, and I had the clip all made up and everything. And I was going to add it at the end, and I completely forgot about it. So some of you may have noticed the sunrise was a separate video. So we'll try and do better today. Well, that's kind of encouraging. That means we got sort of broken sky. It's not solid overcast. So we might get out to Lockport at noon after all. And today is pizza day. So what am I going to do about pizza? I don't think Ricky sells pizza. So yeah, I guess time will tell. We'll know by 5 p.m. this evening when the video posts. That's what's will have happened, all being well. Okay. Let's get ourselves recomposed here and see if we can't spray these parts. No other news. You can't see out the window, but the sun is not actually shining. So picture that. Okay, let's recompose here and try and get something done. right, here's hoping that Missy the dog doesn't decide she wants to come by right now, because I don't know if I'd want to stop what I'm doing. Just move you in a little bit here. I will more or less fill this right up. I hope I'm not going to regret not having used the large reservoir. Okay. And this is now garbage. Okay. I've got my airbrush compressor set for about 12 pounds. And I forgot to put a piece of white paper here, but I think we're going to be able to see okay anyway. And let's remember to get the nozzle cap off, or the needle cap off rather. And be very careful now not to bend the end of my needle because it is exposed. And we should be pretty much ready to go here, I think. Move this out of the way a little bit. And we'll do the easy one first, which will be this one. Oh, I guess maybe what we should do is get our fan going. Okay, here we go. got the two rubbed together here. I made a bit of a mess. I think I fixed it. Well, I'm going to take a chance here, and I'm not going to filter it. I should have used the large reservoir. Okay, now this is the way it's going to be viewed. I do believe, though, that most of this is going to be hidden. It looks a little bit like I could maybe use a little bit more right here. Maybe not. Oh, I did it again. I bumped this thing. Now, why didn't I think of this earlier? There, lots of room now. Okay, I think we're about done here. This piece here, I know that it gets painted eventually, but I think we're going to be gluing something onto this, so I don't want to be painting it now. Okay, we're going to clean up and take a look at it after it dries. Okay, this is 400 grit sandpaper. Now, I didn't look at it under the microscope, but it feels about the same as the medium stick here that is needing to be replaced. When you use this double-sided tape, it has sort of a, almost you might say, a soft backing, because the gum on it gives sort of a sponginess. Now, it's not going to be quite as good as this. I wonder if a person could take this off and maybe reuse this. It's a little bit rough. Anyway, here's my thinking on this. I'm just going to move you in a little bit here. Okay, I better move you down a little bit too. There we go. Okay, now, I don't want to waste any more of this tape than I have to here. I've been pretty lucky. This whole roll has lasted me since way back in the Bismarck days. Okay, so I put that like that. Put this one on here. Okay. Now we'll cut this off. Okay, there we go. Still lots of tape left. Now, the idea is let's see which would be the best way to do this so I can get the most out of this. Mind you, I'm not going to make a whole bunch anyway. I mean, this one's lasted for 5 years. I'm sure that we should get a year or two out of 2 of these. At least that's what I'm thinking. So, well, I guess I can always cut around it afterwards. It's hard not to go all the way through. If you go down too far, then you can't peel this back. All right, now. My piece of plexiglass here. This should work. Good thing I've got lots of these blades, because that sandpaper is probably not going to be really good for the blade. I know normally I would put the macro lens on and we'd move right in, but I just want to kind of get this done here. It's getting on. Did I mention Missy the dog went down the street, so she's going to be coming back any minute. Okay, there, as near as I can tell, we now have a sanding stick. Okay, a sanding stick that feels to me like a medium, okay? And that's the one I use the most. Now I do have 1,000 grit over there, paper, and some 600, so I could make up some more here. But we'll give this a try and see how it goes. And it does have feels a little bit spongy. So okay. One of the viewers said, when are you going to do something about your sanding sticks? And I said, tomorrow. Well, it's tomorrow. Good morning, Missy. Good morning.
You have time to sit?
Sure. We have time to sit, don't we, Missy?
Oh, humid out here. And I think a bit smoky. Oh.
Let's go talk to Max. Yeah, a little bit smoky.
I can't smell the smoke. I just noticed myself coughing. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Oh, the face licking again. I may as well just give up and let her lick it. Oh, Missy, you want to face that way? Okay, let's put the camera over here then.
Happiness is a whiskery Ron.
Whiskery round. Hey, I shaved this morning
Did you?
with an electric razor.
Ah.
Yeah, it's not as close as a blade, but
Do you use aftershave?
no,
Or pre-shave?
no. I'll use pre-shave if I've been down in the shower and I'm a little bit wet. And then I remember that I need to. Oh. Okay, for those of you that don't know what just happened, whenever there's a siren, Missy howls.
Call of the wild.
Yeah, you think you're a wolf or something? You think you're a wolf? Is
It's
that what
the
it is?
pack. She doesn't howl. She says, you probably seen it. I posted it.
Okay, I think it's time we turn the camera off. Hey, Missy, we'll turn the camera off now. Yeah. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay, I think what I better do here, even though it is only 9:32 in the morning, and I do have a couple hours, I think I better get all my editing and everything done for everything I've done so far. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be back here at the model table before my daughter and her husband come on their Harley, or if it's going to be raining and I'm going to be sitting here at the model table all day and carrying on. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I have no idea what's going to happen. All I know is, I was mentioning to Max, it's pizza day. I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, the editing is done. And I guess what with all that painting we did and everything, the video is half an hour long already. Not that long ago, I was outside topping off the gas tank on my Honda, and I noticed on my back it felt like it was I was getting rained on. So I'm thinking, well, I had checked the radar earlier, and there was heavy rain passing just to the north of us. But right now my street is wet and I got water running down the back windshield of my car. So we might not be going. That means that even if it was to stop raining right now, about the time we're going to be wanting to leave, it's going to be, the roads could still be a little bit mucky in places. And I don't want to take a chance with that. Anyway, I think that came out okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to touch this up where the alligator clip clamped onto it. Although, mind you, as I've said before, that is going to be, we're going to be looking from this side here, so we're not going to really see that. But maybe I'll just try and do it anyway, just for the fun of it. But I think the spraying went quite well, actually. This looks good to me. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. I think I'm going to have to phone my daughter and see what they're planning on doing. Yeah, if they're bound and determined to go out there, well, maybe I'll just follow them out in the car, because I'm not going to be riding in the rain. Not on my bike, so I'm not that desperate. Okay, this boo-boo right here is the only one that we might see. I'm just going to patch it a little bit here. Maybe if I held this down, it might work better. I think I almost made it worse, didn't I? Maybe I'm trying to put it on too thin. Okay, I think maybe once that dries, it'll blend in better with the with the rest of the paint. At least I'm just not good at this, am I? Okay. We tried. You know what, folks? I think I better call her quits for today. This episode's long enough. And this rain, you might say, has dampened my spirits. Yeah. I've been watching military modeler Paul too much. He's good at that. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow. Hey, I forgot. Oh, there's the phone. Hang on a second. Hi. My streets are wet. No, I wouldn't actually. Yeah, is there any other time we could go? Well, is Bill working this coming week or Tuesday morning? Okay. Well, how about tomorrow? What's the weather like tomorrow? Mm-hmm. Well, I definitely don't want to go out when the streets are wet and slick. I checked the radar about half an hour ago, and there was a heavy rain passing to the north of us, but it could be clear in behind. Did you want to wait and see what it's like in about 2 hours, or is that going to be too late for you guys? Well, we tried. We tried. Yeah, well, that'd be all right. I could come. I could motor over to your place then. Okay, I'll give you a call at 2 o'clock, and if the weather's nice. Yeah, I know. I checked, and when I checked last night too, it looked good too, but it just got progressively, worse and worse. So, okay. Thanks for calling. Love you too. Bye bye. Okay, you heard most of that. Once again, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll see you. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot again. Pizza Day. What are we going to do about Pizza Day? You know what? If we're not going out biking, maybe that's what we should be doing. Probably about 10 minutes ago. I heard a motor running outside, and I thought that sounds exactly like a lawnmower. But I thought it couldn't be a lawnmower. I went to the front window and I looked out, and here's a woman across the street mowing her grass. Probably somebody had told her the best time to mow your grass is when it rains. I've heard that the best time to go fishing is when it rains, but anyway. A little bit crispy. I think what happened is I may have left it in the microwave a little bit too long here. Yeah, got a little bit well done. Tastes good though. Tastes good. Okay, we're going to call it quits for today now. So, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.